All right. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, citizens of YouTube. This is Pastor Dow. I want to, mercy, I want to come on here this morning and talk to you about some of the things that I see and recognize or discern, which is kind of hard not to miss. Things that are going on financially since this so-called 9/11, where the government has used this as a means to intrude more into our privacy and terrorist watch. And I'm talking about on the financial end. Let me give you an example. Whenever I go to the bank and if I get a money order in or Walmart and I want to go and cash a money order, okay, yeah, they'll charge you, $3 or $2 to cash Walmart, cash a money order at Walmart, because Walmart going to get you both ways. If you buy a MoneyGram, they're going to charge you. And then if you turn around and want to cash the MoneyGram, they're going to get you both ways. So they're going to get the person who's purchasing it as the person who is cashing it with fees. And it's going to cost you $3. But not only that, they want your social security number for every single thing you do, transactions and stuff. And I'm going to tell you the reason why they want your social security number. Because now the IRS, along with the government, which is a very illegal entity, what they want to do is they want to start taxing individuals as businesses. And even if you receive monies from people, and it's not income, people are giving you money, they want to even tax that. And so they have put a squeeze on the banks to make sure that they have meticulous records of you and I, no matter what we do with money. No matter what we do with money today, they want to know every single thing you are doing. That's the reason why they're moving fast to trying to get to a cashless society. And I often said to people, if you're going to send me a large sum, a large sum of money, you can actually do about overnight carrier with cash by using FedEx. Or I still say post a money order or anything like that. But no matter where you go today, they want your social security number whenever they're cashing checks. And they're going to tie whatever monies that you receive some way, somehow back to you. Will they start implementing this later? Checks, it makes no difference. Cash, it makes no difference. Whatever it is, they will do it because our government is greedy. Remember, I told you that they can't produce anything; they can only take. And well, let me take that back. They can't produce more paper from trees and keep continually printing money because, let's just face it. Our country, we are in debt, and pretty soon we're not going to be able to pay the interest on that debt because it's just so great. And the interest on that debt is owed to the international Jewish bankers, which I know a lot of you people hate to hear. But, I think it was Rothschild that says, I don't care who makes the laws of a country. I don't care at all. Just give me control of that money system. And I don't care what laws they making or what laws they pass. I will control the country. And no doubt his words and sentiments have come true. The borrower is a servant to the lender. And then, even when I can go on and on and on about how that big brother is watching even the law-abiding citizens. Laws are not for criminals because criminals are not going to obey laws. Only law-abiding citizens obey laws. And you have to understand the way the system thinks. They know law-abiding citizens obey laws, and they know that law-abiding citizens will pay the heavy taxation without representation. They'll pay the fees and the fines. That's why they concentrate more on us rather than they do the criminals. You notice that the criminals, they're never bound to keep any agreement. They're never bound by any laws whatsoever at all, and the system knows it. So what they do is they saddle and straddle the burden of obeying these laws on the citizens that they know that will comply and obey. That's like the other day, not too long ago, a few months ago, I went back and I purchased a vehicle. And upon signing a contract, because I had to finance this vehicle for a very short period of time, I promise you it will not be financed long. But in financing that vehicle, do you know that it was drawn up in the contract that the people who was actually lending the money has actually, they actually have fees that they will charge you if you pay the vehicle off within a 3-month period of time. And I was like, wow, are you serious? Reason being is because they want that interest. You see, banks what they do is they make book entries. Not that they have the money in itself. The government or the Federal Reserve or the bank FDIC, what they do is they give the banks so many electronic entries as far as, money. So that's why if you ever go for a home loan or car loan, you'll never ever see cash. You'll never see it. It's a book entry. It's stuff that they created because this is a credit-based system. And in order for this system to work, they have to continually keep expanding the credit supply. That's why they want you and I to continue to keep funding this beast by going out over and over and over again and keep on and on and on buying more stuff, just stuff that is going to break in a matter of months. And that reminds me of cell phones. You got cell phones. And as soon as that contract comes up for renewal, is it not remarkable how them things all of a sudden seem to break? And how now you go into most stores, they carry cell phones. They don't even have a department where you can actually go and troubleshoot the phone and actually fix the phone and stuff. And so everything is all about getting you to renew that contract again and again and again. It's just utterly amazing to me what's going on in this world. But hey, ain't you proud to be an American? Huh? See? Those people up there in Congress don't know how to balance a checkbook, so they saddle you with all the burden and the responsibility of law-abiding citizens. And they know when they pass these gun laws, that you're going to be the one just go out and purchase everything and do it right, but you're the one that's going to be criminalized more than anything. And the police just tripping me out. I'm amazed how dumb, stupid, and ignorant state troopers and police are. I understand that you're in the system and stuff, and you've been trained well by them. But don't you know when you write tickets to people out here doing 10, 15, 20 miles an hour over the speed limit, chances are they're not even a threat. I lived in Germany for 3 years. And I'm telling you, I could really put the hammer down over there. And we could really fly. And all this perceived threat that people are talking about today is nothing but a lie. It's nothing but a lie. This ain't no threat. It's because somebody blaring down the road and then you watch this state trooper or you watch these police endanger public safety by breaking the law. You going 15 miles an hour over the speed limit, but they go 60, 70 miles an hour over the speed limit just to catch you. It's just a crazy mind that we operate after today. But anyway, all they are doing is using you as a means to oppress, and I do mean oppress, to oppress the general public even more and continually keep extracting more revenue out of them. And I wouldn't doubt if they don't have a quota that they have to get out there and write more tickets in order to keep this government afloat. It's amazing. We're taxed on everything that we do. And then we have to actually be careful about how we drive down the road and stuff because, you got meth addicts, you got drug lords, or you got people killing, and they know where all these people are. And yet and still they choose to stick their head in the sand and ignore it. And I'm going to tell you the reason why. Because you don't want to throw too many people in jail because that's going to saddle the government with more debt. Because their ideal is their business. They want to continue to keep extracting revenue from you, not continue to keep throwing people in jail and giving them 3 squares and a cot, because that's more on the so-called taxpayer. They're so concerned about the taxpayer. The only concern I see that the government has about the taxpayer is raising taxes on those of us who actually get out and labor with our hands and pay into the system in order to function. What a country, huh? What a country. I know I probably said something to stimulate thought, but you have to understand, what I say to you, government officials do not ever want this type of information entering into your mind, because you know why? You might just start exercising self-autonomy. You might just one day experience a light bulb go off in your head, and all of a sudden you shake yourself, you go, bing, oh, wait a minute. What in the world? I thought things were this way. Oh, what? This matrix is true. The matrix is true. Neither does the religion of Christianity want you to wake up either, because it is big business. Whoa, is religion big business? And speaking of that, look, there's a state trooper. See if you can see him. Just passed by me. I don't see if you can see him. No, you can't see him. Just state trooper. He's out doing his job, isn't he? Policing the public. I guarantee you down this road, there are all kind of sex offenders, child abusers, druggists, rapists. They know where they all at. And they continue to keep letting them go in and in. I was in court probably about a few years ago, and this guy was on his 7th offense of DUI. You know the reason why they don't want to actually throw him in jail? Because every time he gets arrested, he pays the fees, he pays the fines, and it can keep on going on up and stuff, and he'll keep on driving. Why? Because it's all about revenue. It's nothing that's about justice. Well, anyway, hey, I done said enough rambled on, but I did tell you the truth. Be encouraged.